What is sorrow? How does it function? And how can it be dealt with? Sorrow is defined as deep distress caused by loss, disappointment, or other misfortune suffered by oneself or others. There are different kinds of sorrow and has different characteristics depending on things like individual temperament, the stressor that triggered it, and other internal and external factors. People do experience it differently and it is not a linear process. The 5 stages of grief is a non-linear theory on how people deal with loss. The stages are denial, anger, depression, bargaining, and acceptance. People can experience 2 stages at once in a different order or go through stages again. There are different theories based on specific types and causes of sorrow. However, because research is in the early stages and it's non-linear progression, there isn't a gold standard theory that answers everything. Research is in the early stages and basic definitions need more clarity, which can lead to misdiagnosis and confusion. A few theories are the dual process model, attachment theory, learned helplessness, and many others which mainly focus on adjusting to reality. It is normal for people to feel sorrow and sadness, and it is necessary to recover from loss or tragic circumstances. Not grieving or feeling these emotions will make it harder to recover in the long term, and can lead to mental illness. Sorrow is ambivalent, which means it has the capacity to contain joy within it, or to find sorrow within its own essence. It also generates an inward conversation which helps recovery. Unhealthy coping mechanisms, lack of support, or postponing these emotions is dangerous and has repercussions later on. Howard Becker identified 3 types of sorrow that are highly recognized. These are outward violent behavior, tearless and mute, and weakness and discouragement. It is hard to analyze because of how complex of an emotion it is and how it manifests different in everyone. A common misconception is the difference between sadness, sorrow, and depression. Sorrow is longer lasting and more intense, and depression does have different symptoms, but it can lead to mental illness. The same thing goes for treatment in that there is not a gold standard. However, in most regular cases, psychological intervention is not necessary. Good coping mechanisms such as sublimation, meditation, and task-oriented coping, along with good sleep hygiene, good social support, and a healthy diet, will ease the process and intervention and is not usually needed. Some psychology interventions include cognitive behavioral therapy, psychotherapy, group therapy, and interpersonal therapy. To sum everything up, sorrow is distress caused by loss, affliction, or disappointment that although it's distressing has a function and can contain joy within it. Due to its complexity and non-linear nature, we do not have all the answers. There are also many misconceptions in research and the community, which can affect treatment plans and recovery. There are many viable treatment options, however, there are many at-home methods that for many are more effective. For more information on this topic, my book chapter link is in the description. Thank you.